4 years later, I'm on ESPN fighting Muhammad Ali's grandson. All right, man, we over here at Rondo Days. I'm over here being recognized at Rondo Days, and Rondo Days is something that I've been coming to since a young buck. Man, we'll see if that rematch about to happen. We'll see if the trilogy about to happen.
Well on your way, man, so keep working, bro.
Man, love, bro.
Making it happen.
Love, bro. You already know this. Love.
That's like a childhood OG, or what's up?
Oh, no, I don't know. I had a lot of older brothers in my household when I was growing up. And, you know, these brothers were into hip-hop. And they started DJing in the basement. When they started DJing in the basement, they would hold these battles. I started as a battle rapper. I just wanted to say the coldest stuff. And I was so young that I always made it to the finals because, you know, when a kid faces a grown man and he says some shit, it's always like, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing that. And every week I'll make it to the finals, man. And that's when my love for hip-hop began. From battle rap.
It really goes into how your fighting tactics are.
Yeah.
And you really like, you know, fighting for something.
Yeah, preparing for an actual event. So I'll prepare my battle raps, figure out what I'm gonna say, no matter who it is. Of course, I'll come up with stuff off the top as well, but I would prepare and then go, you know, battle this guy. Just like in boxing, I prepare, you know, boom, boom, boom. I got a set plan for him. But there's also stuff that I make up on the fly when I'm there in the ring. It's an analogy between each other because they're the same type of thing.
You said that fighting took you off the streets. Can you give us an understanding of how you basically got another chance at a different direction other than street life?
Oh yeah, how that happened was, you know what I mean? It was like I couldn't do it forever. It was lucrative, but a big incident happened and people ended up dying. And then when people ended up, you know, that's the end of that. That's the end of that, you know, and that shit can't go forever. I was still gonna do it because I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter, but Big Q, man, he, you know, gave me a whole game plan. I remember our first fight together. We drove out to Iowa. We were fighting in 4 quads, and we sat there and we watched, or we listened to a book called Relentless from the coach that trained Michael Jordan. He trained a whole bunch of big NBA players, and he was just like, yo, you know what I mean? If you want to do something like this, you can't be dabbling in the streets too and stuff like that. You got to be relentless at one pursuit. And I was relentless at it. You know, 4 years later, I'm on ESPN fighting Muhammad Ali's grandson.
How did you get the first fight against Nico Ali Walsh?
It was my Mid-America title defense. In the Mid-America title defense, I had lost in the Mid-America title defense. When I lost in the Mid-America title defense, boom, the offer was right away on the table. Because it was my only loss. So I get the first fight, and then, you know, they thinking I'm just some guy, oh, okay, yeah, he getting washed up, he just lost. Okay, we got him. I was like, all right, y'all think y'all got me, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Went in there, boom, upset the world, nigga, upset the world. Upset him. The famous iconic footage, or the footage that went viral, was his reaction to them naming me as the winner. That's the way he looked, oh. He did, yeah. And then that's what literally solidified the name or gave me a name right there. Mid-America title first, it gave me somewhat of a name, but that win over Muhammad Ali, Nico Ali Walsh, gave me a name in the world of boxing. You know, after that, the rest is history, my guy.
The gloves were bigger than Nico Ali Walsh's.
Yeah, but
a lot of people had a question about that. So how did that affect your fight, and were you still able to perform at your best?
Oh yeah, I was still able to perform well, but the thing was, the punches didn't seem like they was hurting him as much as they should. You know, he was getting hurt. He was hurt. I get it, but when we were sparring with headgear on and 16-ounce gloves on for sure, it just, you know, I caused more damage than that, you know what I mean, on heavier fighters than him. I still felt like I was fucking him up, you know what I mean? The whole fight, you know what I mean? Third round I lost, you know what I mean? I think the third round was a balance thing more than anything. But it did turn me up, it woke me up, and it made me attentive. It made me attentive and alert. When I got alert and I was able to, you know, really like live the moment. Cause you know, sometimes like, you know, it's so many people watching you, though. And you imagine walking out and you know that everybody you know, family, friends, your city, community, even people all around the world you don't know, they watching you fight. They're about to watch you fight this guy, Muhammad Ali's grandson. The moment was big. And since the moment was big, it kind of got to me at first because I was just like, oh, kind of nervous. But after that third round, like, fuck it all. Like, you know? Yeah, when it happened, boom, it was a blessing in disguise because that's what made it an exciting fight. when I turned up like that and I was like, fuck it, you know, when I get on that beast mode. Because I could have just stayed, you know, very safe and boom and just outbox him. I feel like I outbox him, you know what I mean, even on his back foot, which is the Muhammad Ali style when he, you know, floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee, he floating around the ring. And I feel like he can't replicate that style because that's the type of style that'll beat any aggressive fighter, you know what I mean? But he couldn't replicate it because when he tried to, he was, you know, y'all saw that, you know, nigga dislocated his shoulder, eye all swollen, everything fucked up. So I'm glad that it happened that way. But I wasn't happy at the outcome, the judges' scorecards, but I was happy that that happened in that way, that it created an exciting fight for everybody.
Have anybody in mind that you really want to, you know, have up next, or anybody?
Oh no, I want Nico Ali Walsh. Nico Ali Walsh.
You know, that's
period. That's period. Because it's just like, are you serious? I literally felt like I manhandled that man. Like I felt like this was a child. You know, especially when the turn up happened. It's all good because, you know, it's like I think that's what was supposed to happen. Maybe that's how it's supposed to happen. Of course, I would have loved to win the fight. You know, I would have loved to have the judges say, oh yeah, Slink, this, that. But them not doing it just made it even more. It made it even more serious. It made me want it even more.
They might even want you to come back for a third one just because it's 1-1. You know, it's neck and neck. So
that's what I think.
No, you gotta,
that's what I think.
You know, like,
but at the same time, this is a cash cow for them. This is like a person that they put so much money into. They hire, you know, Top Rank is the one that basically hired us, or you say, you know how boxing works, they subcontract you. They're like, hey, we'll hire you to fight our guy. You know, this is how much we paying you. This is what's going on. If the money's right, you take the fight, you're subcontracted to fight their fighter. Of course, they want their fighter to win. They don't want to lose on their investment. They're trying to make the investments possible. Because at the end of the day, boxing is a business. It's more business than you'll ever know. Cutthroat too, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Like, they don't give a fuck. And when we went there, we know that we was against not only Nico Ali Walsh, we're against the machine of Top Rank.